Welcome back to the MrShowTym showcast. We have finally witnessed it, folks. The Trump versus Kamala Harris presidential debate. Now, I'm not saying that it was a spectacle because presidential debates have always, for the most part, been boring. Okay? I mean, you do lose focus 5 minutes or 10 minutes after, two political presidential nominees, candidates, rants about policies and whatnot, and I understand how it can put one to sleep, right? However, given the circumstances, this was a much needed must see matchup, a handicap match. It's a handicap match because Trump wasn't only up against Kamala Harris. She was evidently and obviously up against three opponents: Kamala Harris and her tag team partners, Lindsay Davis and David Meir, I think, the moderators, right? So it was a 3-on-1 handicap match, right? And Trump held frame. This is how you know that men are built for leadership, because Trump was dominating the whole occasion, okay? Was dominating the whole room. And we've seen how Kamala Harris got exposed because she's not a leader, okay? They tried so hard to, every now and then, they put Donald Trump in check, trying to fact check him, and they didn't, not even once did they fact check Kamala Harris, and she was lying through her teeth. She was lying through her teeth the whole time. And she never once got fact checked. But with Donald Trump, they made sure, Mr. President, no state is it legal for a child to be aborted 9 months after it's born, right? My goodness, Trump is next level, okay? And of course, the left and the Democrats, they try creating these soundbite moments where Kamala Harris like, I'm talking, I'm a woman, I'm a strong woman, I'm talking now. And they're like, yay, you go, girl. It's like, it actually backfired, okay? Because Trump was being interrupted by Kamala Harris, and Trump on a couple of occasions told her to, shut it. Well, he didn't actually tell her to shut up, but he put her in her place. There's a couple of occasions where he's like, quiet. And he's like, excuse me, please, I'm talking now. Sound familiar? Right? And Kamala Harris, she was grinning from ear to ear, stargazing, cheesing every time Trump put her in her place. She was like, okay, go on. It's like, that's not leadership. That's her being, feminine as a woman should, because she's amazed that a man put her in a place, because she obviously isn't accustomed to that. Because what's his name? Doug Imhoff, okay, the first bitch of the United States. She's used to, Doug Imhoff being, yes, ma'am, oh, yes, equal. We're in an equal partnership, and Kamala Harris is my life partner. She's my partner, She's used to the yes, ma'am, the yes men. And when she went up against Trump, she experienced a real man in real time. And she was like, couldn't believe it. She was grinning, cheesing. Go back to that interview and just look at the look on her face every time Trump was, stating fact after fact after fact after fact. Putting her in her place every time she tried to interrupt him. She was like, and I was like, now, if you're going to go up against dangerous men, right, like Vladimir Putin, right, Xi Jinping, the president of China. Okay, you can't be, melting in your femininity because you're up against a real man, having your panties wet, getting all aroused because you're in a room full of real men. Now these limp-wristed skittle pop, skittles type of men. These males, these yes men. Yes, man, we're gonna no. When you're up against Trump, you're up against a real man, and she experienced that. Okay, so look, Kamala Harris, her policies are, they're a threat to our democracy, as they like to expunge. Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy. And of course, I saw on Twitter how Taylor Swift, who has millions of followers, she has endorsed Kamala Harris. Now, there's this trend going on that I'm somewhat liking. Taylor Swift posted a picture of her holding a cat because Taylor Swift is an actual witch, believe it or not. Don't be fooled by her appearance. She's a witch. Okay, those halftime Super Bowl performances have been attributed her to, worshipping demons and witches, satanic stuff, the Kabbalah stuff, right? She took a picture of her holding a cat. The stereotypical single childless cat lady. Just like a witch, right? Endorsing Kamala Harris. Now, shout out to the TradCon women, because they have turned that and they've switched it, and they also have taken pictures of them holding cats saying, hey, we endorse Donald Trump. Okay? Keep it up, ladies. That's good. Right? We are, in a sense, trolling and making a parody of Taylor Swift. Okay? So yeah, shout out to all the TradCon women who are on the right side of history, no pun intended. So yeah, man, it's still gonna be nail biting. It's still gonna be close. It's still a major concern. I mean, Trump has to win this. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, Kamala Harris, she's Indian to her convenience, and she's black to her convenience. And of course, they try to spin it as, Trump, do you have a problem with the ethnicity of Kamala Harris because you called her out? I'm like, yeah. No, he doesn't have a problem with that. It's just that he called out the fact that Kamala Harris can't decide what her ethnicity is. Because back in the day when she ran for Senate, I think she ran as an Indian woman. Now she's running under the guise of being, the first black female presidential nominee. And it's like, she can't decide. Okay? All she does is cackle. Hence why I gave it the nickname Cackle-Mala. Okay? So yeah, very interesting times, a very interesting outcome. Just like I said, hey, 2024 has been crazy. And there's more to come. Yeah. That's my takes on, the Trump versus Kamala Harris presidential debate. And yeah, folks, that's all I have to say for now. Her Kamala Harris policies, she didn't even answer questions directly. She's talking about how she imagines how her mother knows someone who owns small businesses, but she barely even answered the question, and the moderators didn't check her. Lindsay, what's her name? Lindsay, one of the moderators, Lindsay something, I forget her name. She and Kamala Harris were sorority sisters in university or college. Isn't that a conflict of interest? But no, shush. We don't talk about that. Just, trust the system, trust the process. Yeah. And Trump still won. Now he didn't won in terms of in terms of the optics, because they still try to spin the certain sound bites, but it is what it is. But sure, folks, that's the presidential debate, and that's all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit, and don't fall for the psyops. Thank you for watching. Cheers.